Welcome to the AutoCAD 2012 User Interface presentation. This is my 2D workspace. So we've configured it watching the presentations under Load Software. It should be configured like your screen. And for AutoCAD 2012, your 2D workspace with the ribbons across the top. I'm going to walk you through each one of the areas of the screen. The first area I want to talk about is the A in the upper left-hand corner. That's the application menu. When you click on it, you get a pop-down screen, and on the screen this is where you're able to start new drawings, open drawings, save files, save as if you want to rename files. You can export, publish, print files as well, and then there's drawing utilities. So under each one of those there, you'll notice that there's another screen over here, so if I want a new drawing or a new sheet set, you have some options there. But that is all found under the application menu, which is the A in the upper right-hand corner. So by clicking it again, it goes away, or you could also hit the escape key. The next area is the QAT. Stands for Quick Access Toolbar. That goes across this area right here, and you have some of the same files, but again, it's for quick access, so you can start new files, open files, save, save as, and print. You also have an undo and a redo button up there. So clicking undo is going to reverse the most recent action, whatever you've done on your screen or whatever you've done with the last command. The next item, probably familiar with, but this is your different workspaces. This is my 2D workspace, so to change workspaces you can click down on that and change to different workspaces. Once you're familiar with AutoCAD and using a specific workspace, you'll probably stick with that one. This course is going to be all designed towards 2D AutoCAD, so we're really just dealing with either the classic workspace or the 2D workspace, which is the same as drafting and annotation, just customized for this course. Next, going across the top, we have the title bar. The title bar is going to display to you the program which you're running, AutoCAD 2012, or some might be running 13. It tells you that it's a student version, or whatever version you're running, and then next to that is going to be the drawing that's open. So the current drawing that's on the screen will show up right there so you know which drawing are you working in. The next area here is the Communication Center, and we're not going to be using that very much, but when you're going out to online help, you might access this little help button there. That's a quick, easy way to jump out and get some help with using AutoCAD. Then in the far upper right-hand corner, you have the Minimize, Maximize, and Close buttons. When I minimize using this button, it minimizes the entire program. So you'll see that it drops down off the screen, and I click on it, and it pops back up. Then you have the Restore Down. So you restore down to a smaller size on your screen. You'll typically want to maximize to fill the entire monitor screen. And then the last one is Close. Okay, Close is going to enclose the entire program. I'm not going to click that one. I want you to know that those are Minimize, Maximize, Close up in the upper right-hand corner. That deals with the program itself, AutoCAD. Down here you have a Minimize, Maximize, Close. That deals with the drawing that happens to be open. So you can minimize the specific drawing and it goes down here, and then you can maximize to fill your screen. Or you can close the current drawing. Okay, so that Minimize, Maximize, Close is different than the one up here at the top. The next area we're going to talk about is the ribbon, which goes across the top of your screen. There's three parts to the ribbon. You have the ribbon tabs, Home, Insert, Annotate, and so forth. Okay, you will mostly be working with the Home, but know that there's other tabs, and later in the book they'll be referring to some of those other tabs as well. But Home's going to be the one that you primarily use. So you have the ribbon tabs go across the top. Then you have ribbon panels which go across the bottom here. So you have the Draw panel, the Modify panel, the Layers panel, Annotation, Block, and so forth. Those are the panels. And then within a panel you have specific commands. You have three parts. You're going to have the ribbon tabs, you're going to have the ribbon panels, and then you're going to have the commands found on the ribbon. When you click the ribbon panel, if it has a little triangle there, when you click on it, you'll notice that some other commands are available. These are a little bit less used commands than what the ones are that show up on the main panel. But just know that you can pop any of those down for some additional commands as well. That's the ribbon found in AutoCAD. The large black area, this is your drawing screen. Okay, so drawing screen or drawing window, graphics window, but that's where you're going to draw most of your work. Then you have the view cube. Okay, the view cube is more for three-dimensional drawing, so we really won't be using that. I can show you how to shut that off if you'd like. Basically, to shut that off, you would go up to the View, and under User Interface, View Cube, click on it, and that's going to turn that off. You can also notice the navigation bar. That's the next thing we're going to talk about. But we'll leave that one on for now. So that was under the View, User Interface, View Cube to turn it on or off. I'm going to go back to Home. Now you have the navigation bar. This is to navigate around the drawing a little bit, so if you wanted to zoom in or use the pan command, you can use that there as well. But again, your mouse is probably going to be the easiest to use. So if you wanted to close that, you can either go into where we just were, the View tab on the ribbon, or you can just click Close here. I'm just going to click Close because I'm going to turn that off as well. Okay, so those are some areas of the screen, but we're actually turning some of them off. Then we have the Model space, and you have the Layout 1 and Layout 2 tabs. Model space is where you're going to draw 90% of your work is going to be in model space. Then you have Layout 1 and Layout 2. These are layouts in paper space. Paper space is only used to plot your drawings. You typically don't do much drawing in paper space. It's just to set up with drawing title blocks and to print and plot your drawings. And then to switch back, I'm going to click to Model. Down across the bottom, we have the command line or command window. Also known as the command prompt, because it prompts you of what you need to do and what's the next step. As an example, I'm going to go up to the line command, click on the line command, and notice at the bottom on the command line it's telling me what to do. It's prompting me. Line, specify first point. So I pick a point. Now look at the bottom. It says specify next point. So I pick another point. The next point, next point. Also notice that there is two options here in brackets. You'll always see options if they're available in the brackets, and then you can just type the capital letter that's associated with the option. So in this case, C for close or U for undo, and it would close or undo. Also know that you can right click and you're going to get a pop-up, and there you can also see most of the options that are available, so close and undo. If I hit close, it's going to close to where I had started with that line command. So some quick things about looking at the command line. And lastly, we have the status bar that goes across the bottom. You have the drawing coordinates, and then you're going to have all the different buttons here. And again, I prefer the word buttons versus the icons. To start with, I'd probably have you turn all of those off all the way across, so nothing should be highlighted. To turn them on and off, you just click on it. So grid, notice a grid appears. I click on it again, grid disappears. So turn them all off to start with, and then as you proceed through the program textbook, it's going to have you turn different things on or off. But I would start with this everything off. Those are the things that I want to show you here for the AutoCAD 2012 user interface in the My 2D workspace, which is dealing with the ribbon. This is the end of the presentation. Please let me know if you have any questions.